Hello, everybody, and welcome to our special soccer edition of the IWC Radio podcast. How you guys doing? I'm Smoot, Chucks, Will, and Beans. They're all here. And they're telling me that it's coming home. I don't know what it is, but it's coming home, apparently.
Hang on.
All right, yeah, sure. How you guys doing?
You should support us. We're your adopted cousins or something. I can't read.
Well,
Oh, that other. Yeah.
Okay. Go on.
Disavowed grandfather or something. I don't know how do we relate to you? Yeah,
Don't know. Something.
you're just our ungrateful children, I think. Over in the
We're related in some form, fashion.
yeah
Not by a lot.
special relationship.
Oh!
Whoa! What the hell is
What the
that?
hell was that?
Beans
This is
just...
one of my exploding cans.
Yeah.
Wow.
Sounded like
Bud Light.
Way up Bud Light now. I've gone back to my wonderful American cream soda.
Oh, nice.
it. So Will hates you now.
Yeah.
Oh.
I hated them before that.
Don't let anyone ever tell you that Liverpool and Man United rivalry is dead during the European Championships. Fucking Jordan Henderson. You see that smug look on his face tonight?
Why do footballers get angry when they score a goal? Whoa! I can't join in with this. This is annoying.
I was just going to say, was that opening a can or did you just like crack open a wall?
No, it's definitely a can.
Pressing cans.
Apple Tango as well.
Apple Tango. That's a good
Yeah.
tango.
I found some.
Wow.
In Iceland, actually, as well. I didn't think did I ever have it again, but yeah.
Wow. All the way to Iceland. I've had to settle for Orange Tango a couple of times recently, since KFC have stopped doing Pepsi and Subway have stopped doing Pepsi. I guess they must be the same. They must be cousins or something, some weird relationship as well. Both Yum brands, possibly.
Why
They've
they
stopped doing Pepsi, so I've had to resort to Orange Tango, the only thing with even a little bit of sugar in these days.
Is it something to do with
I
like, the
don't
sugar
mind an
tax?
Orange Tango. No.
The sugar tax, well, yeah, it's between the sugar tax and the government generally wanting us to drink less sugar.
Oh.
I don't get it.
a lot
They're
of-
just, now they're just not selling it at all, so they're going to get nothing. I mean,
Oh,
these
with the
before they
tax,
were getting the 14p or whatever it was.
Yeah,
But now they're going to get nothing.
that's true. It's like,
And
yeah.
the next thing is they're banning adverts for fast food before 9 o'clock.
That's fine. I skip the ads anyway.
I never thought that I'd see a watershed for KFC.
Yeah.
Yeah. There's a strange one.
It's after
But
9
they've
o'clock, get
never-
the chicken on.
If you're watching it and like your wife walks in, you have to switch over. Oh no, I was watching his Cars. I swear, it's Cars.
I was watching porn. More acceptable. It's more porn.
Just watching porn. I swear, that wasn't a waffle you just saw. It was.
Oh!
Yeah. Where were we going with that?
I don't know.
That's
Christ knows. Yeah, I don't get the whole sugar.
Nanny state, I tell you. Oh, they haven't banned selling cigarettes. Like the thing that's actually a problem.
Yeah, because
They
they're
tax
hot.
and they hide them behind the screen and everything.
Totally
But they're not
harmless.
actually.
Yeah, they're totally harmless.
Totally harmless. They couldn't
I remember
It's-
having them as a kid when the chocolate wrapped in white paper.
Yeah, that was some really, really bad quality chocolate in those things.
It really was, wasn't it? But it was really good as well, even though it was shit.
Well, that's because it looks like a cigarette, so you look cool.
Mm.
Like you could also get those like little sticks that were just sugar, I guess.
Yeah.
Yeah,
So
they weren't as good.
Oh, I like those.
And when you were a kid, your mum or your dad, whoever was the smoker of the family,
Yeah.
would
Both of them.
Both of them,
Yeah. Well, they have me. It's quite stressful.
yeah. They light one and then they pretend to stick it in your mouth when you're a baby and make it look like you smoked one. That's what you're going to be doing now.
They never did that with me. That's just a you thing.
I just, yeah, I was going to say that I never had any experience with that one.
Surely you had that done. You did light a ciggy and they just hold it and you get a photo taken as if you were smoking a ciggy.
It's one a day before I was out of nappies.
Well, that's the way it's going. Kids smoking in prams.
Yeah.
And a man of rush get me 20 Benson.
I think
I love the
Spoke so
fact
much
that
they
we're
even named
supposed to
him
be a
after you.
wrestling podcast and we're talking about chocolate cigarettes and kids
Hello.
smoking in prams.
I think I found Amazon has them there, I believe. Hold on.
We're not sharing screen this week, so I can't see.
Hold
I'm
on,
gonna have
hold
to
on.
actually watch our video.
Yeah, hold on. Hold on. Let me fix that. Let me fix it here for
Hang
you.
on.
Hang on. Yeah, that monitor. There you go.
I remember when I was about that same age of having those chocolate cigarettes, they made fake cigarettes with like powder or something in it.
Yeah, I remember that.
Flow through it, and it was just a fake cigarette. Hey, chocolate quality sticks.
Quality sticks.
Chocolate quality sticks. What does that mean?
It's just the
sticks of
symbol
quality.
chocolate in the fact that it's brown.
It's not actually chocolate, but it is
Yeah.
chocolate quality. It has some qualities of chocolate.
It's not a chocolate, but it is a stick.
Yeah, it's a candy stick.
It's a quality stick.
King
Looks like a
Lion.
Slim Jim.
Yeah,
The smallest Slim Jim you've ever seen.
Yeah, I don't remember these coming in chocolate varieties, but I remember them being like a chalky, like a filling of some sort. Candy cigarettes that blow smoke.
Candy cigarettes that blow smoke. Yeah, that was.
Can we see that? Hold on.
Yeah,
Is it these?
they actually blow smoke. Oh, so yeah, that's just like a gag, Thing.
Oh.
Oh, yeah.
fun gag. So that's not actually chocolate. That's just one of those that I was talking about.
You should get exploding ones then. They look quite good.
The picture of like a hand with loads of smoke around it, and a kid's just smoking. Fake puff cigarettes, six of them, because you need 6 of them. 48 realistic looking puff cigars.
Nerd's rope.
They do, in my experience.
Oh, Chuckles. Airheads for some reason. Old timey candy.
Oh, there's a joke spider.
God, Mary
Vintage.
Jane.
Mary
Slowpoke,
Jane.
Chico stick. This is all
Long
like,
Boy's coconut. What the hell is this? Black cow?
yeah, these are all like
What?
awful candies. I remember.
Chico, what's that?
A Chico
Chico
stick. Yeah. It's like it's like a crumbly peanut butter sort of thing that you can just chip your tooth on. It's awful. No, sorry.
It's like the American version of whatever, like Swizzles Mallow things we used to have.
Yeah, I remember, Blackjacks.
Fizzards. Yeah, oh, Blackjacks are so bad.
Blackjacks are great. I should have loved them.
Fake
I'm
cottage.
sure we've had this
Oh,
argument
of course.
before. Fruit salad.
Yeah, Dan. No. Never.
Better than a blackjack.
No,
Aniseed, that, like
blackjacks.
licorice is horrible.
No, it's amazing.
Blackjacks have got like they can make you better for something. I remember. This may be bullshit. Can't remember.
It may be known to cause and cure cancer.
Yeah.
I remember getting one years ago, and it's the aniseed that does it, but it can do. It's got like health benefits generally. I'm gonna Google it. You carry on the show.
Licorice
Aniseed's
has
pure for.
pure licorice is good for the digestion system and all
Anise is used for upset stomach, intestinal gas, runny nose in quotation marks. It's good for a runny nose, if you know what I mean.
that. Well, when
And as an
it's starting
expectorant.
to get away from you.
Yeah.
Well,
And as a diuretic. It'll make you pee. but it tastes disgusting, so I'll just suffer.
Yeah,
It's
licorice by itself is not the greatest.
Yeah, I can't stand
Oh,
licorice.
what is wrong with you people?
My dad loves licorice also. I can't
It's
stand them.
Oh, amazing.
I think it's. I've always thought of it as like an old man's sweet licorice.
Yeah.
It's one of those. Yeah, I think that might explain it.
It's been around for that long, haven't it? It's kind of.
Again, showing my age.
Beans likes it.
Well, you are
Do
old.
like good. I do like a good old Werther's original as well.
Oh, there you go.
Well,
Now
Those
you're
are
the
good.
Which,
granddad.
you know, is definite. Yeah, but the main adverts for them just always show, you know, the granddad with the kid on the knee.
Hmm.
I never thought I was going to be the granddad.
and now you are.
Yeah. Congrats.
Oh god, I can't even argue it.
Just have to get
So-
some fake cigarettes for baby beans.
Yeah, you will.
Do they still sell them then?
Apparently on Amazon. I was kind of surprised. That is American Amazon. Let's see if they got them here.
Is there anything wrestling related you want to talk about this week?
Oh god,
Uh,
yeah, right.
That thing. Yeah. Oh yeah, I meant to bring this up last week, but I forgot all about it. Towards the end of SmackDown last week, where Edge made his triumphant return again. And speared. What's his name? Reigns.
Yeah.
And then, did anyone catch it by the way? Did anyone watch this?
No.
No.
No, fair enough. So, as Reigns is making his way back up the ramp, and you know he's obviously selling the injured stomach or whatever after the spear, Edge then turns his focus to the hard camera and starts shouting about how he's back and Reigns, he's coming for Reigns and all this. Reigns is still on the stage looking at him. I don't know why Edge turned around to the camera and started shouting as if he wasn't there. I didn't get any of what the end of the show was all. Because then they missed the bit where he actually asked for the match as well.
Well-
They ran out of time live.
Well, if we're talking about, things that don't make sense on SmackDown, how do you explain these camera cuts right here? Hold on, I have to mute it.
Yeah, this was Joe, and yeah, this wasn't
Hold on,
around the same time he did it.
there we go. Yeah, how can I explain this?
So
One,
we've got
two,
1,
three,
2, 3,
four,
4, 5,
six,
6,
seven,
7,
eight,
8, 9,
nine.
10, 11. It's 11 cuts
In 8 seconds. 8
Well,
seconds.
not even, yeah.
I like that tweet. Edge has enabled Kevin Dunn. Man.
Unbelievable.
I don't know if there's new people coming and chat into control of this company. He's got to be the first to go.
Yeah. For
He's
real.
a bigger part of what we see these days in terms of content and stuff. It's all his idea.
But they keep getting rid of everyone else.
Well, that's it. But he's a shareholder, isn't he? You're not going to get rid of him. He's
Yeah, he's got some
one of
like,
the
real
main-
shares as well, hasn't he? He's got like
yeah.
the ones that actually mean something.
Yeah, he's on the corporate site under the executive presidents or whatever. He's up there with Vince and Triple H and all that. So, don't know why, because, you know, he's just a producer, really.
Been around forever.
Oh, yeah, I know he's been there for years.
I hear they got rid of Sanjay Dutt as a producer.
Yes, he's gone. He's apparently walked straight into a job at AEW, apparently.
Yeah.
Who doesn't?
Well,
Alistair Black, apparently, he might be going back. Zelina Vega's gone back.
yeah.
Samoa Joe's gone back. What the hell? Why are they firing these people and then hiring them back again?
because they have that
Yeah,
kind of money.
It's almost as if Vince didn't know about these people who've been fired,
Well, I
or
believe
didn't
that.
know much about it.
There was a rumor that Canyon Seaman was fired, but that turned out to be premature.
Ah,
He, he was.
He is
he
actually
was
gone, though,
paying.
isn't he?
He's what?
I thought he had actually gone.
Oh,
I might be wrong. I thought he'd actually gone.
oh, maybe. Have you heard about? Has he? He hasn't done a shoot yet, presumably. I hear he's quite a salty character.
Oh.
Jesus. I don't know where to go from there. I'm sorry.
No, neither do I. No.
Really? I thought you'd have more. Yep.
Okay.
I'm sure we'll have some a bit later on.
Yeah. Sorry. Yeah. Anyway, real quick, just that's that. Yeah. SmackDown just. There was that, and then also this that WWE just tweeted out, which I have no context of.
The hell?
Yeah, TGIF. There you go.
Yeah.
Enjoy.
I haven't seen SmackDown yet, and I
What's going on
think I
there?
don't particularly want to now.
You know it's a bad shit when Michael Cole comes out.
Did you notice as well? They've I think they're just playing around now with the Thunderdome because they can, because they're not going to need it soon. On Raw, behind the announcers, they had everyone who was wearing a Raw T-shirt
Oh yeah.
behind them. And I think they might have been SmackDown beforehand. They had anyone who had a different flag in the background. So you had there was that same guy with the glasses. He's got the UK flag. He's always there. Then there was an American flag, Brazilian.
They actually have
France.
superfan Thunderdome fans.
I think they might do now.
Oh
Yeah.
my god.
But that British guy is always there. He's literally every week and every show as well.
So much so he's not British anymore.
No. But yeah, I mean, you're right. I think they've actually got super fans now. But as I say, they won't be needing them after next week. So, unless you think there's another pandemic around the corner.
No. Oh no! Don't
So
say
when's
that.
when's the first live show?
It's the SmackDown on the 17th, I think. 17th or 18th. Whatever the Friday is. Neither. 16th. I'm a liar. Yeah, 16th of July. Friday. It's a SmackDown. With then Money in the Bank that weekend.
I meant to ask. Yeah, when is Money in the Bank?
So that would be the 18th.
So
Sunday.
2 weeks. Okay.
The same day as the final of Euro 2020.
No, a week later.
Yeah,
Oh.
the final's the 11th.
Yeah.
Oh,
It's the same
right,
day
we've
as
already
the,
won it then.
Oh.
Same day as the British Grand Prix.
Sorry.
It's the same day as the British Grand Prix.
Oh. Okay.
It's
All right.
that
That sounds fine.
toot your horn, float your boat. I don't know.
I mean, okay. Sure. Yeah. Why not?
So are we going to win this Euro 2020 then? 2020 plus one.
Yeah, may
No,
as well.
I
Got nothing better to
I
do.
shouldn't. I shouldn't say these things. Normally, I would never even dream of it. But
Yeah, that's how you jinx yourself.
like we were saying,
Yeah.
That's how you jinx yourself.
Mm-hmm.
I didn't think we were going to until tonight.
Till tonight?
Yeah, well, you've been here with England before. You know how it goes.
We beat Germany. We lose to
Yeah.
Ukraine.
Yeah.
Especially the last
Well,
couple of years, we get that little bit further than we normally do, and then everyone thinks Gareth Southgate's God, and then we end up getting beaten.
Everyone thinks he's really shit and plays boring football, except for those 3 days between matches. Then then we
And he
lose
still
on
won't get a knighthood.
No.
The Queen doesn't like football.
Does she not? Really?
I don't know, but I can't imagine she does. She's into horse racing and stuff, isn't she? Can't really imagine her sitting there going, "Go on the tune," or why is she supporting Newcastle? I don't know.
I was just going to say that's the most random team for her to support. She'd definitely be Chelsea blue.
Think so.
Yeah.
like QPR or something. The Royals.
Yeah, I suppose Queen's part.
Right. Crystal Palace. She lives in a palace.
Isn't there a Buckinghamshire FC or something? I don't know. But
That's non-league. She's not going to follow non-league. She's got no time for that.
yeah, true.
So who's in the final? Or the...
We don't know yet. We've got the semis.
Oh, okay.
Italy playing Spain. And whoever wins that is the favourite, I think, you got to say. And then we've got... No?
I think we're definitely Bucky's favourites now, aren't we?
Well, Bucky's in... We always are. Because everyone bets on us.
I think if we get Spain, I think we're the favourites. I think if we get Italy, then they're the favourites.
Yeah, Italy are the ones that really are the concern. I mean, they're all they're all potentially a
Spain's good.
difficult game, but
we've got to make it past Denmark first. Just
You think I have a shot?
It's amazing Denmark got this far. I thought once Ericsson went down, they were done for.
Fair play to them.
Yeah, no, they've done well.
Sorry, go ahead.
No, go on. I was just going.
I was gonna say also, not to divert or anything like that, but tomorrow is July 4th, which the hot dog eating contest is
the most important thing happening on that day.
That's right. Yeah. Forgot about that. Joey Chestnut, I think, trying to take home his...
There was something I actually wanted to say then, and your hot dog eating contest completely took it out of my head. I have no idea what I was going to say.
Not come prepared, Beans.
I know.
Yeah.
Yeah. Got nothing.
Yeah, I'm just looking at some of the headlines here. Zelina Vega coming back is like the biggest story, and the fact that she deleted her old tweet of wanting unionization support in pro wrestling, which I don't think we're gonna. I mean, I don't think we're gonna see unions in wrestling anytime soon, if ever. But
no, doesn't make sense.
No, not while.
Not for the employers.
Yeah.
No, not while WWE operating the way. Well, say that AEW the same, aren't they?
Yeah, I was just taking a look here. I don't even think anything happened on Raw really.
Apparently, MVP is said he's gonna have a match on Raw.
How can he have a match on Raw? He's walking with a cane.
Apparently, he's okay now.
Oh, okay. Fair enough.
Well, he said he's having a match on Raw. He's teaming with Lashley. So you can imagine the.
Yeah, he's gonna be.
So he's never going to be in the match, but he'll get the pinfall.
Yeah.
Exactly. All right. Go ahead.
I know we're going backwards and forwards to different things here, but did anyone catch JR's mistake?
Yes.
Yes. Yeah.
You have you can hear the audio if I play like the stream or whatever, right?
Should be able to.
Here. Can you hear if I do this? Can you hear? Oh yeah.
Behind them.
Oh, there you can hear that, right?
That's us.
Stop it. Come on.
Just making sure here. Yeah, AEW had this nice promo piece for, all the shows that they've done in Daly's place. And then JR messes it up here in the worst way possible. I'll play the audio. Here you go.
James L. Knight Center Wednesday night. Tickets available at AEWTix.com, folks. There's nothing in your life that will top seeing a live WWE Dynamite.
I don't know. I think that sounds better.
He just said AEW Tix.
Yeah.
He just said AEW.
Huh.
I mean, I don't know. He was saying WWE for decades. It's in there. It's a tough habit to break.
Well, you could probably get away with that, a bit of a mistake, but it didn't help that the fact that hashtag WWE Dynamite was then trending for the next few hours.
I mean, I still think him saying a locker room full of citizens in regards to Hikaru Shida.
For that to air here, and I eventually saw it, and I can't really work out what he's trying to say. It didn't sound like anything bad, but
it
the best
bad.
I can. I know it. He said it in like he was being very complimentary of Shida, and it's almost like, I wish there was more of her around. I wish we could have more, because she's really good. Yeah. But he just said it in the weirdest way. Like, if only she had a locker room full of citizens. Like, what does that mean? I think he was trying to say, wherever she came from, whatever, Stardom or wherever it was, bring more of them over.
Yeah. The way he phrased it sounded super weird. I think that's way worse than the slip of the tongue of WWE, just because he's worked there for so long. You can
explain, yeah.
Hell, Vince McMahon doesn't even say he doesn't even say WWE. He just says WW or WE.
Yeah, or WN sometimes.
Yeah.
WB occasionally.
WB. He makes less sense.
Yeah.
Yeah, but they're going to be hitting the road this Wednesday, so they're going to be leaving Daly's place, and supposedly they'll be back there in August for a scheduled show. So, yeah, I don't know. On one hand, I get where people are coming from with he should really step down. I get that, but I mean, I still think he's all right. But at the same time, he's had numerous mistakes.
Yeah.
Or he just gets pissy, especially about the headlocks and cowbells. Remember that with the strap match?
He's always since he came there, since he started, he's made it very clear that this is not his wrestling.
Yeah.
He'll always say in Bucks matches or whatever where people are working too fast, and he'll he's obviously not into it.
God forbid if somebody does a back rake.
Yeah. I'm kind of okay with that, because it's a take on wrestling. He's just commenting on, he's saying what he says, being a bit grumpy. That's fine. And I'm fine with most of the mistakes he makes, because he was saying WWE for 20 years or something.
Right.
Of course he's going to default to that. That makes sense. thing that I don't like, and the reason I would take him off and maybe put him on that new, what's the new one called? Rampage. Maybe put him on that. He always just sounds so bored. There's like a tone about it where he's like, when Taz is on, he's enthusiastic and he's trying to sell his stuff, and Jericho shouts too much.
Yeah.
Tony's really trying, and Excalibur's great because he's the only one who knows what's going on. And JR's just sat there like your friend who isn't a wrestling fan but is watching and saying things like, looks really gay, like there's a guy in pants and he's all oily, there's kind of gay in it. he's that guy.
I don't think you can say that nowadays, Shucks.
No, this is what I'm saying. It's totally unacceptable. But that is what people say. People who don't like the wrestling say stupid things about it.
Yeah.
Like,
I get the point.
You're obviously not invested.
Right.
And that's kind of where I see him. It's like
there was
he's just not into it.
Yeah, there was an episode. Here, I'll play this one. There was an episode where they did like it was when Jericho got tossed off the stage to like a bunch of tables and things like that. And they kind of had to, I don't know if they were rushing to get to the end, but he was hitting all the cliches without any of the oomph behind it.
Yeah, he just says his lines.
Yeah. Let me see if I can increase the volume. Yeah.
FTR, Shawn Spears, and Wardlow, and Tully Blanchard. Hey, deadly
Oh, that
combination
music.
you're seeing right there before your very eyes. Here live tonight on AEW. MJF has done it. He's pulled off a coup.
Here it is.
It's an all-star team, ladies and gentlemen. But what's the status of Chris Jericho? He's hurt, and he's hurt badly, folks. Immediately following us tonight, go Big Show on TNT. Check it out if you can. God almighty, what a night. For Excalibur and Tony Schiavone, great. I'm Jim Ross saying, so long, everybody. Damn.
He didn't even care.
Couldn't give a shit. Even with his own lines, he's like mocking his own lines to say that one was a slobber knocker, right, guys? He's running like a, would you say, a scalded dog?
Yeah.
Just he's not into it.
Yeah. There was also that one time where what was it, like Anna Jay was in a match and he just kind of just blurted out like, I hope she has a wardrobe malfunction. I'm like, dude, you can't say that nowadays. What are you doing? That's your coworker.
God.
Do you think he's not into what he's seeing, or is it just
he's into what he's seeing if the ladies are involved.
So that one, it was like he was trying to be Jerry Lawler, but completely missing the mark.
Missing the mark,
and the fact that it's just not him.
Yeah.
He was always the straight guy who would be like, oh, stop. Stop with that. He would focus on the wrestling. And now he's trying to be something he's never been.
Yeah.
And he just can't pull it off.
No.
So even that one, it's like, that came off really badly and it upset a lot of people apparently. But I kind of want to give him the benefit of the doubt that he's just trying to be an announcer from 20 years ago. And doesn't realize that, like, it just doesn't really fly.
Yeah.
Maybe if someone else was doing it, it might not sound so weird. But even then.
Yeah, I don't know. That's why I'm kind of like on the fence with him right now, because like he's still I personally think he still provides some sort of volume or oomph to the product.
Oh yeah, AEW wouldn't be anywhere near as watchable as it would be without him.
Yeah.
You think?
Yeah, I don't know. He definitely, even if he is being that, cantankerous old bastard. That's...
I thought I'd hear that being described.
Sorry, but you really put a bit of oomph in that. Put a bit more effort in it than what JR would.
Yeah.
But even if he's, I don't know if he's playing a character, if maybe it's natural, I don't know. But it does add something to the show, I think.
I think he's still got the voice. He's still that big match voice that you. But then maybe you just bring him out for main events or for pay-per-views or something like that.
I've heard people say that too.
Yeah.
I don't know if he needs to be there for Cesar Bononi.
No, it's not quite the same thing, and I'm probably not going to make my point very well, but it's kind of remember when Michael Cole was the heel,
Yeah.
I do, unfortunately.
and
Yeah. Can't
he
forget
hated on
that.
everything. He hated everything,
Yeah.
and he loved the
Except the
Miz.
Miz.
Yeah. It's a little bit like that. I know it's very different as well, but there's a kind of it does remind me of that a little bit. He does add something to being the miserable old fart that he's turned into.
That's kind of what I mean with what he says isn't necessarily the problem when he is watching one of these spot fests and he says, like, exasperatedly, something's got to give. It's just like, sooner or later, like, you can't just keep kicking out of this stuff. You have to stay down. This is ridiculous. How are you still standing and looking like you haven't taken any punishment at all?
I kind of hate it
So
when
that's all fine.
Yeah, I kind of hate it when he says something along the lines of like, "Oh, that's going to be a kissing your sister finish."
Yeah. Yeah, that's an old man phrase too.
Yeah, like I understand where he's coming from, and I'm glad that AEW doesn't have those. But at the same time, that's not the way to describe it, dude. Like, my God.
Yeah, I'm okay with his complaints. Maybe they're better suited to a podcast kind of review show,
Like
rather
this
than
one?
actually on air, like this one or the one that he actually does.
That's true.
Instead of saying it on air where people are listening, he's supposed to be selling us on stuff. But yeah, it's just the lack of enthusiasm that is a problem for me. If he was doing that as a heel role, he doesn't like stuff that's going on, but sounded like he was invested. Maybe.
I do kind of. I mean, it's obvious that I'm not getting told what to say in AEW. Yeah, if you watch, you've seen the Dark show on YouTube. Some of the stuff they get away with on there, especially Taz. Taz is hilarious on them. I don't know. I kind of like the way that he's not being told what to do and told what to say, and they are just letting him be him.
It's definitely better. Because he wasn't amazing in his last little run in WWE either, when he did a few one-offs and it was all a bit, I don't know,
Yeah,
he wasn't himself.
Yeah, I know what you mean. Yeah. Who would you replace him with?
No one. Just go with a two-man booth. Tony and Excalibur's fine.
Yeah, I could see that working.
I'm waiting for
There's
JR
no
to
heel
call.
there. There's no color.
I'm waiting for JR to call Excalibur King. One of these days.
That's it. On going back to the initial mistake, though, the Dynamite mistake.
Oh yeah.
It was the Young Bucks put on their Twitter profile.
Oh yeah.
Don't know if you can throw that up, Schmitz. It's worth seeing.
With googly eyes.
I can't find the chat again.
Yeah, they're pretty great at updating their little profile.
Yeah, they did that pretty quickly as well.
Yeah.
Yeah, hold on one sec here.
There were a lot of people taking the piss, basically, of looking forward to seeing WWE Dynamite.
WWE Dynamite. Yeah, that's great. Oh, nope. Hold on. There you go. Just gonna have to be like that. That's a great piss take. Yeah, anyway, sorry. Oh yeah, speaking of Dynamite, before the actual main event kind of really annoyed me. It was MJF and Sammy Guevara, where at one point late in the match, MJF hits a tombstone pile driver off the top rope, and it only got a 2 count.
No, something's got to give.
That's a kiss your sister finish. Yeah, I wanted to turn the show off right there at that point, because, like, the fuck? And apparently MJF, like, jammed his knee to the point where it seemed like he was actually selling it, so I was just like, oh, man. Don't tell me that he, like, really injured himself doing a spot off the top rope that was unnecessary for a main event that only got a 2 count.
So he did, like, the kneeling tombstone?
Mm-hmm.
Not the sit, and he hurt his own knee.
Yeah.
And not Sammy Guevara. What the hell?
Yeah.
Did you see, a few weeks ago, Lance Storm posted a thing, and Jack Evans took exception to it?
Oh.
See if I can dig it up so I don't misquote. But it was exactly about this kind of thing. So Lance Storm quoted someone. Oh, it was a clip of Jack Evans actually doing one of his crazy spots to the outside and whatever. And Lance said, reminded me of my favorite wrestling statements. And I think this was from Bret Hart. Maybe wrong, but I think it was Bret Hart. We used to pretend to beat each other up, would barely touch each other, and fans thought it was real, so we called them marks. Now we really beat the hell out of each other, and fans think it's fake. So who are the marks now?
Got a point.
And which is an excellent point. And he explained what he meant. Like, if you're doing stuff to pop yourself or the guys in the back, you're performing for you. You are the mark. If you're doing stuff, just to kind of get yourself over, you don't care what it means to anyone, then you're the mark. Makes sense. Jack didn't like that. So he said, nothing about your favorite statement is true. While you yourself have the reputation of being the easiest to work with, your generation does not. Your generation is when Bret Hart had his career ended by a super kick, taught the young'uns to tighten up their forearms, causing them to get rocked on a nightly basis. Your generation hit us so hard in the head with chairs that they bent, and we weren't allowed to complain about it, etc., etc. Which is missing the point. Lance Storm was saying that about his generation.
Yeah.
That was the problem.
Yeah.
And it's true. It's only getting worse that, you just do more and more stuff, and there's no selling, no storytelling in the middle of it.
There was just before the tombstone.
Yeah,
before the tombstone, there was this spot that looked fucking crazy. Now, these were also actual fans in the front row here, not the wrestlers. Yeah, there we go. Like, that looked very. That could have gone horrible if somebody got hit with like a foot or something.
Gotcha.
Is that? I can't work out who's hitting who.
Sammy hitting MJF.
So that is Sammy doing it. Okay.
Yeah.
Good, because if that's MJF doing it, he shouldn't be doing it. That's awesome.
Yeah. I was like, whoa, that's crazy. That was a crazy spot. And then the tombstone happened. I was like, that's really fucking dumb. And then after that, Guevara tries to... he hits some move. I don't remember. And then he goes to hook both legs of MJF, but he hooks him so far that MJF's feet are touching the ropes off the leg hook. I'm like, what are you doing? And then after that...
was that the spot? Was he supposed to?
I don't know. It didn't seem like a spot. The announcers were trying to cover it up as oh, he got overzealous on the hook of the leg. And I'm like, probably because Jericho was out there and was trying to cover up for him or something. But yeah, the main event was or the thing after that was Shawn Spears coming out, and he just kiboshes Sammy Guevara with an unprotected chair shot to the head. And I'm like, this is Bush League. This is absolute Bush League nonsense. You're gonna close out your Daily's Place run with that. Like, come on. So I wasn't too happy, but the rest of the show was all right.
You know what was really good is that cage match that Hager and Wardlow had.
Oh yeah, a couple weeks back, the UFC their takeout of a UFC match. It was all right. I didn't hate it.
Kind of
hate
MMA
it.
style. Then they did a bit of pro wrestling in the middle. It's like that's what pro wrestling's supposed to be.
Yeah.
It's supposed to be the fake version of MMA. You know, it's not one style. It's whatever you got. You bring it to the ring, and then that's a thing.
Mm.
So they are basically the same thing. One's real and one's not. And so making it look more like MMA, actually, I thought helped out. They didn't try and do too much flashy stuff. There was a Hurricane Rana in there that really didn't fit. But other than that, I thought it was really good. There was a lot of ground.
What about that's Conor McGregor's favourite move?
Yeah, right. Yeah, I want to see more of that.
Don't. You'll have fucking WWE doing the brawl for all again.
Well, or TNA doing that, whatever it was with the rounds.
Oh god, yeah. It's like the 3 judges ringside.
Yeah.
Oh god. I don't even remember that. But it sounds horrendous.
I remember it. It was at the
It was
tail
in
end
the
of me
episodes.
covering the shows. Yeah, so that was not seeing much else. Young Bucks look like, coming out with their porn stashes. I mean, that's okay, cool, great.
Those guys are so great now.
I guess I don't know. I'm not
I beg
crazy.
to differ.
Yeah, I'm not crazy about
You don't like?
I'm not crazy about EVPs being champion of their own company without like meaningful storytelling behind it.
As long as it don't go overboard. It could easily be. They're not doing the Triple H thing where they have to look strong all the time.
Yeah.
And it hasn't gone on for a year yet, so like we'll see. They are still one of the best tag teams in the world, so it's not unrealistic that they should be the champions. We'll see how it goes. If it goes on too long or they end up, getting too much, then I'll agree. But I think the characters now are so much better than they were when they were faces. So much more fun.
That I'll agree with, because of, everybody likes heels.
Everyone likes heels, yeah, when they're done right. And I don't know if I should use the phrase, they're natural heels. I think that just means they're assholes.
I always get them mixed up, because obviously I don't watch them enough.
Just
The
JR
dark-haired one.
They're exactly the kind of guys that JR would get mixed up. He always used to get the
Do you
Hardys.
know what's really sad? Yeah,
Mm.
in my head, I do have the Hardys. I always think of Matt and Jeff, so I know which one's which.
Well, that's how you can tell, because Matt is the one with the dark hair in both teams.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah.
There you go.
Well, Matt, out of the Young Bucks, I find is the irritating one, whereas the Jeff Hardy
the
character whereas the Jeff Hardy version of the Young Bucks is the more accomplished wrestler, I believe.
Yeah, you could say that.
Speaking of the Hardys, did anyone see Raw this week?
No.
No.
Silly question, by the way. They did a last chance battle royal.
Last chance for what?
It's basically whoever won the battle royal was in a triple threat match later on that night to be in the Money in the Bank ladder match.
Okay.
And I'm trying to find the list of who was in it. But basically, it was a list. It was a collection of everyone you can imagine from the lower card of the roster.
Yeah, and Matt Riddle.
Matt Riddle was probably, but there's guys like Mansoor in there and
Oh, Mansoor's still around.
Ali.
You know what? I honestly was going to ask you whether Mojo Rawley was in it before I realised.
He's gone.
the situation that we're now in.
Yeah, Ali, and it was just every lower mid card you could think of.
Mm-hmm.
I just felt really sorry for Jeff Hardy because he was in there as well.
Oh.
I just thought he does not belong in this collection of nobodies, essentially. I mean, nothing against anyone else that was in there, because, obviously they've all got to start somewhere. But, I don't know, he got eliminated halfway through as well. So he was just
there.
Yeah, I
Just
just
a
thought
guy.
how low you've come from where you were. Surely, if his contract's not up soon, then surely he's got to go. Cause...
He just resigned not long ago, didn't he?
Did he? Oh, God.
Yeah, I think so. I think it was only a few months after Matt's expired. I think he had a longer injury, so they rolled his contract over. Matt left and he resigned.
I wonder if you get a few, maybe for like of him sign like short extensions.
Sorry.
Because I wonder if you get now they're going back on tour. You might see people who were quite happy staying in Florida for a year, but I'm coping with the WWE shit basically. But now we're back on tour. Now I don't fancy that. I'll be off.
Yeah, I don't know. They don't seem to offer short-term contracts these days. It's always 3 and 5 years. They don't lock people down until they decide that they don't want them anymore, and then they just cut them.
Yeah, and the whole thing with that match as well, just going back to that, it was a battle royal because Randy Orton wasn't there, and it was never really explained why he wasn't there. He just wasn't there. And then so Riddle, who's now his best mate, he decided to just be in the match for him. He would be Randy Orton, which led to it was quite a funny little bit when he actually won the match, and he said, "Don't play my music, play Orton's." So they did.
Did he do the pose as well?
He did the pose, and then the power went off, and then he shit himself, and the power went off.
Did any birds come out of him?
No.
Oh,
no,
good.
it's Randy Orton's thing.
It was cool a little bit, but
oh yeah.
I don't know what the whole point of it was, because he ended up losing the triple threat match to McIntyre. So, I thought that would have been a kind of cool bit if he'd have earned Orton's spot in the ladder match, and then they both be in the match. But obviously they're not doing that now. I don't really think Drew McIntyre belongs in a ladder match either, but there you go.
No. I've just got Smoot's screen sharing here on the Raw recap thing about Nikki Cross now is doing the superhero gimmick and being Shayna. And it's called a Nikki Ash, ASH, almost a superhero.
Yeah.
I'm pretty sure they used to have another term for that.
They did, yeah.
I don't think Rosie was called that Ash. He was the something else.
So that she's not
It's
just
kind of like the look of
Yeah, so she's just not even called Nikki Cross anymore. Great.
Yeah.
Well, to say that all the Titans on there, they still said Nikki Cross. So.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. I did like the look of what's his name now? Jackson Riker.
Oh no, not Jackson Riker.
Now that's a
He had a
pillar.
strap match.
That guy's a
He had
pillar.
a strap match with Elias, but he looked quite good actually. I was kind of impressed.
He's still
I've
a
never
pillar.
really noticed him before. I know he's been around and stuff, but
He's easy to forget.
yeah. But he had his haircut and he looks a bit different.
Still a pillar.
And yeah, I don't know. I think they might have something there if they give him a chance. But then again, that's just, he was having a match with Elias, and we said that about him and what he's done with him.
Well, yeah.
So
I have a feeling he's going to be forgotten again soon.
Who, Jackson
Yeah.
Riker? Good.
Mm-hmm.
What have you got on your Jackson Riker?
He tweeted a while back.
So did I.
Didn't he call somebody
Was
like a
it-
soul man or something like that next
Was
to?
it offensive or racist?
Yeah,
Or...
yeah.
Oh, right, okay.
He was in a bathroom and he described somebody of color as a soul man. I was like, woof.
I didn't
Right.
see that one.
Yeah,
I saw the.
Let's see if I can find it.
Oh, okay. So... oh yeah, there it is. What did he actually? What Soul Man?
Yeah, there's like somebody.
Oh yeah, what the hell's going on there?
Yeah, I don't know.
Actually, so he. Oh, he referred to himself. He'd like tanned himself right up.
Yeah.
Looked that way.
What the hell?
Hulk Hogan is Jackson Riker's favorite wrestler. What a shock!
Just jumping back a bit, because I'm just noticed it now on that Raw page. We didn't mention the week before on Raw. Lashley and MVP were in the VIP lounge, celebrating Lashley's win at Hell in a Cell.
Yeah.
And I just thought this was really funny, and probably a lot funnier than it was, but you know. So they had champagne and they were doing a toast. Cue New Day to come out with actual toast and start throwing it at them. I thought that was funny. They were throwing toast at people on live television.
Good. Good. There needs to be more of that.
As long as they don't have your beans on toast and start throwing it at people. That's a terrible waste.
Save it
It
for
wasn't
the
even
UK
buttered
shows.
toast, though. It was dry toast.
That's probably for the better.
Yeah.
Yeah.
If someone threw a full buttered slice of toast at me, I wouldn't be very happy.
Whoever has
Yeah.
to clean the ring would soon be in a jam. Jam.
Yeah,
Yeah,
we got it.
yeah, it was crummy.
Hey.
Oh, yeah.
Wow.
Okay. Just wanted to preserve the level of humor on this show.
Anyway, anything else?
And you're on the thin crust.
Anything else with the soccer?
Oh, there's plenty of things in the soccer.
Lana.
It's coming home,
yeah.
apparently.
Lana's coming home.
To AEW.
Lana. Oh, yeah, maybe. She got released a while back.
Yeah.
And she claimed that she was. She's threatened to spill the tea.
In regards to.
Everything, I guess.
Well, if there's one
She
thing.
said,
Sorry.
Yeah.
damn autoplay. She is going to stand up and speak out on things that for years she's been silent about. I can't wait to spill the tea because it's hot and delicious. That's a reason not to spill it, if you ask me.
Yeah.
I've never looked at a cup of tea and thought that's delicious.
I'm going to have to spill it.
I don't know. I've had a few delicious cups of tea in my time. But...
No, I wouldn't describe a drink as delicious.
Any drink?
No, it's more
You've
a
never had
food
vanilla
thing,
Coke?
delicious.
I don't know.
So yeah, she said she's going to whistle blow and that kind of thing. She then did a podcast. Was it Jericho? I
think
can
so.
Find it here. I think it was Jericho's, and she basically said nothing. There was no tea.
So nothing was spilled.
Well, she's got to save it for high spots.
Well,
I used to love those shoots. Why does no one do that anymore? Go podcast now.
Because Rob Feinstein's not a nice person.
No, he wasn't high. He was RF video. There was always high spots.
Well, RF Video did shoots as well.
They did, and they were good ones too.
Yeah.
Shame Rob had to, be that guy.
Kayfabe Commentaries isn't really doing anything anymore either with the U shoots.
Aren't they done? I think they're finished.
They have like a weird video. Kayfabe Commentaries. I don't know what happened to them. But yeah, the website just goes to their vault here.
Yeah.
Strangely enough, I don't know why. They should go back
So I
to.
think they're finished.
Yeah, $15.
Breaking kayfabe with Vince Russo. Awesome.
I remember speaking to the guy who owned them, and he ended up when VOW was going. They were doing like a brief sponsorship thing, and he was going to send us a load of DVD. I don't know if he ever did. And Chris Cash might have them.
Ah, I know that story. He still owes me 2 DVDs as well.
Yeah. Well. It's his birthday
One of
today,
many
apparently.
ones.
Happy birthday, Chris Cash. He's
Oh.
not listening.
well,
No,
speaking
not
of
weird.
DVDs, I watched a wonderful film this week.
Oh, there we go. See.
Yeah.
And it does have a wrestling link. It's a movie called Cosmic Sin.
Sounds brilliant.
And it stars Bruce Willis
Oh, yeah.
and Lana.
Yippee-ki-yay.
And I've got to say, for a film that obviously had a larger budget than Money Plane,
Money Plane.
I enjoyed Money Plane a hell of a lot more than this thing.
I'm going to take a wild guess here. Totally
Go on.
bold prediction. Bruce Willis felt like he wasn't really into it.
I think I actually read a review a while ago, and they were saying that because a lot of it was filmed in COVID scenarios, it was obvious. And
They're all wearing masks and like behind balls and stuff.
no, the obvious, like, camera cuts of just standing on your own or talking to some CGI head. But
Everybody coughing in
Yeah.
the background.
that's the Cosmic Sin. He really did not give a shit.
Oh, shocker.
And I think Lana had COVID while this was being filmed because she spends the majority of the film sniffing all the time, where she looks like she's got a cold.
Oh my god.
It's just bizarre. She keeps pouting really weirdly and then sniffing, and I'm like, is she trying to do that because she thinks that she's like putting on a sexy face or something, or is she just not well, or?
Tuesday
was-
night is
it was-
Coke night, apparently. And the
I was
rest
going
of
to
it
say,
is-
she's been on cocaine. You know, getting
Did you
the
ever
old
hear that
Charlie out.
story about how Tuesday night is Coke night? They would film Raw on Mondays, SmackDown on Tuesdays, and that's when you could party without getting tested for the next week.
Oh, right.
That was a thing in the 90s.
Excellent.
Sounds about right.
Maybe it lives on. I don't know.
Yeah.
So yeah, I to be honest, I can't even describe to you properly what the plot is because it's so bizarre. It basically it's a very basic film in that it's supposed to be aliens attacking, and it's like an invasion story, but it takes place on another planet before they can reach Earth, and there's just a hell of a lot of very strange things that happen that I'm just thinking, why why is this happening? Basically, like Bruce Willis is kind of the main character, but the guy that's on the poster with him, who is also like the other main star, is barely in it. Lana turns up in it about halfway through. And yeah, basically they don't have any really major effects budget, so the aliens are more like a parasite that hosts inside people, so people turn into aliens. So yeah, that was a thing. The effects in it weren't too bad for like spaceships and stuff, but that's about it. I honest to God can't tell you half the stuff. Some of it was absolutely appalling. It's just, it just, I don't understand. I'm sitting here watching it and I'm thinking, this is a very basic plot film, but I'm also not understanding what's happening. Why? And I don't know if it was because I was completely losing interest in the thing, or I don't know. I can't really explain it. It's not a very good review, this, is it?
It doesn't make me want to watch it.
Yeah.
No, do not waste your time and watch it. Believe me. Money Plane, go watch it. This, no.
Money Plane. In other Lana-based film news, I flipped over to, I think it was ITV, when the match was on tonight. Half time, I flipped over to, I think it was ITV. They were showing Pitch Perfect 2. And she's in that.
Really?
She's in the first one as well, apparently. I remember, because after I watched this Cosmic Sin, because to be fair, I didn't watch it thinking, oh, Lana's in it. I actually started watching it for some god. I was shattered. I couldn't be arsed moving. It was the Sky Cinema premiere. I fucking put it on and I thought, I'm too tired to move. What am I watching? And then when the credits came up at the beginning, it said CJ Perry, and I'm like, that's Lana, isn't it? And then obviously I'm watching the film. She isn't in it. I'm thinking, did I see it? And obviously I did a Google search and then found that she was in all these Pitch Perfect films.
I remember seeing an interview with her after the first one, and she hadn't long come into WWE as well, around about the same time. But she was interviewed about the film in an American accent, and she said she just joined WWE, but didn't know what she'd be doing yet. She's not a wrestler. So that went well.
I was gonna say, I remember when we went to WrestleMania in Dallas, her and Rusev was doing a signing in a supermarket nearby, and when we walked past, you could see them, like, people queuing up to go see them and stuff. And Laura even looked, and she's like, she's so like naturally pretty.
Yeah. And
she is. She's stunning to look at. And then you look at her in this film, and you look at her now, and it's just like she's done that thing again. That usual. There's too much cosmetic stuff that's gone on.
Much.
And yeah. And it was the same when I saw her in the film. It was just like, it just. There were no need.
I've got the trailer playing on the screen share. With the sound off, obviously.
Oh, yeah.
What the hell? He's got sprayed with a fire extinguisher and now they're aliens? Okay.
That's what I mean. Basically, you're not going to watch it, and I know, Will, you don't like spoilers and stuff, but basically, it starts off where they're on another planet.
I don't think you're going to be any danger. Carry on.
It started off on another planet, and they're like a couple, making out kind of thing, and it's like, all right. And then she's like, oh, I heard a noise outside because they're in a tent on the planet, and I'm like, okay, that's a bit weird. So
that happens in every film.
Yeah, so
the makeout's always interrupted by a noise outside. Just don't check. It's
And
never
then he's
anything
like,
good.
we're the only ones on this planet. There's no one else here, and all this lot. It's like, yeah. And they're just making noises, yeah. And then he goes outside, and for some reason he unloads a machine gun clip into the forest that's nearby for no reason whatsoever. And then at the end he's like, see? Nothing. It's like, how does that prove there's nothing? And then next minute, there's another noise. He walks off and he never comes back. And then she's in the tent and she like on a radio like saying, "I think we've made contact." And so it's like, so this was planned, like like she were talking as if it was some kind of mission parameter or something. And they just keep talking about contact, and it's about. Basically, it's like the assumption that they were going to get murdered by an alien species. I don't know, because there was never any assumption that, it was a positive thing about meeting another alien race. It was literally, apparently we fired some shots at them first, and we need to prepare now because they're going to murder us. And they did. It's just like... But yeah, I just, I don't know. It's just bizarre. And the thing is they go back to Earth, and they're all sat around discussing, like in the trailer there, around that table, like what's going to happen and what they need to do. And next minute, the people that were on that woman that was on the planet, with a boyfriend who now no longer exists for some reason, is brought back to Earth. And I'm like, hang on a minute, how on earth have you gone from a planet to being on Earth with this person who's clearly not right because she looks like a zombie? And apparently they can like walk through a portal basically to go to different planets, but that wasn't explained until later in the film when they actually had to do it to go chase down something. So it's like, you might have wanted to have explained that a bit early on so that we knew what the fucking hell were going on. Just randomly walk around. I'm on one planet, and in the next scene, I'm on fucking another.
Yeah, she's not even in the trailer.
No.
And that's the other thing. She fucking uses a gun that is fucking the size of her. I'm not kidding. I am not exaggerating. She walks with it in one scene round a building because she's supposed to be like a sniper kind of character. And she carries it out to the side of it, and she's basically walking along with a fucking... she looks like she's gone off a football field and picked up some floodlights. It's just bizarre. And obviously as well, when you see her carrying it, because it's huge, you can also see there's no weight in it whatsoever. So it just kind of gives you no illusion that it's supposed to be this really powerful weapon. And she shoots it, and the recoil on it barely exists. It's like, if you fired that fucking thing, you'd put another crater on the moon.
I'm trying to find a picture with her with the gun. Just to...
Yeah.
Oh, there it is.
You're right, that has to be as tall as she is.
Yeah, well, she walks with it to her side, holding it out like... She's walking around with a measure. She looks like she's measuring stick in Olympics when they go out.
Oh wow! Yeah, it kind of does. Here's another one.
Here we go. Oh yeah, that's the one I got.
So yeah, it's a very, very strange film.
Yeah, it seemed like
Sounds it.
It wasn't even like enjoyable shit, if you know what I mean. It was just bizarre. It just didn't make sense to me.
Yeah, it doesn't seem like it has a solid premise. Because it looked like Pacific Rim, but in space at one point. I was just like, alright, cool.
No, because Pacific Rim's awesome in comparison to that.
So there's a review. That picture of her with a giant gun out to the side is from a site that does reviews, and this one ends with, okay, I'm not going to lie and tell you this film is going to win awards. In fact, I think it has garnered some negative reviews, but it is fun. I've seen
No.
so many films and TV series and miniseries worse than this in the past year or so. I enjoyed this. It's at least trying to be more than a standard shoot 'em up, and I give the writing credit. But I think, and I won't say this often, it could have done with 15 or 20 extra minutes of the final fight scenes. I watched this twice, and will probably watch it again. I really did enjoy it.
Oh. But the fight scene barely exists at the end.
That's what he's saying.
That's
It
why
could have
he
done
wants
with
it-
15 or 20 extra minutes.
He wants it longer, yeah.
Yeah, no, but it did, not because of the length, because
Yeah,
they fucking
no.
didn't do anything. It was like just terrible. Oh, I can't describe it. I really do need one of you to like actually watch some of these films so that when I make these weird comments that they make sense.
We should agree on one for next week, really. We should all watch it. Take some notes.
Yeah, oh god.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I'm up for that.
Fuck.
Hey, it can't be any worse than that film.
Maybe.
I'm going to say he's moaning, saying it needs another 15, 20 minutes. The fucking thing's about an hour and 45 minutes long as well. It's like, it's not even like the usual, like, 70-minute long DVD film kind of thing.
Yeah.
So it had ample time. It spent more time doing bizarre scenes with people that it just didn't need to do.
Okay. Jeez. I found that The Call is on Netflix, but
I've
only
seen The
until the
Call
end of this
before.
month.
Oh. That's the one
Now
with
that
David
is-
Otunga.
That is a good film, though.
Maybe that's a good one to ease us into this whole thing then.
Oh god.
I say this because I may have been expecting an absolutely shit film.
Yeah.
But no, it is actually a pretty decent film. It's not. It does not come across as a WWE Studios See No Evil.
That's another one.
God.
See No Evil.
2.
Did they actually do the second one?
Yeah.
Wow. Yeah, last day to watch 31st of July, so that could be the one.
I'll watch it again though. If I'm not, like I say, I watched it when it first came out. So what was it, like 2006 or something?
2013.
Really?
Yeah.
Jesus. I really am getting old.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Losing the ability to understand time.
Before we get out of here, you guys gonna watch the hot dog eating contest tomorrow?
Is there a WWE superstar in it?
No.
This don't fit the criteria. Then I'm sorry.
I mean, it's Joey Chestnut going for his, I think, 13th or 14th yellow mustard belt.
I was gonna say, isn't he like ancient now?
I don't
Once
even
again,
know
I
what
don't
that means.
No, it's only 37.
I mean, as long as he can still
Just
eat.
getting into his prime.
Yeah, I've got to
Right,
say there isn't an age criteria on eating, is it? Because if there is, I'm fucked.
He's got a
Well,
championship
speed eating,
belt.
like eating that much. At some point, surely there's got to be a limit to what you can do.
It means he's got a championship belt.
Like any athlete. There's gotta be-
I'm at my peak.
yeah.
Yeah, see, he's a champion, Beans.
Oh yeah, he's got a belt and everything.
Oh,
hmm
oh, I just clicked. Sorry. That
It's
was-
not a belt, it's a title.
Oh, that's right. Sorry.
Sorry, strap man.
Championship.
What? If they sell replicas, I wouldn't mind getting one of those for sure.
No, you have to win it fair and square like everyone else. Yeah, eating them hot dogs.
Yeah, the women get the pink ones too, which is so cliche. But yeah, it looks like he is going for. Let's see here. Oh, his 14th title, yeah.
So, on his Wikipedia page, they've had to use an abbreviation, HDB, for hot dogs and buns. I guess
Yeah.
because they say it so much.
Yeah, you got to eat both the hot dog and the bun that comes in.
So it actually says he secured a 12th title with 71 HDB, but failed to
Yeah.
beat his previous record. In 2020, he consumed 75 HDB.
When the contest happens, they actually have like a ticker at like the bottom of the screen for DPM, dogs per minute, and it's crazy to see the numbers like fluctuating. It's great.
I don't even know what to ask. This is insane.
See if we can find like an old event.
There's no Ric Flair though, is he, with his 12 titles?
He's getting up there. He's going for 14. He's going for 14. Let's see.
Nah, John Cena would fucking squash him.
Yeah, definitely.
Yeah, see, there we go. Yeah, see, dog count per minute here. The numbers are like fluctuating. Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, he's destroying both the competition and those dogs.
Yeah. I want one of those hats.
The hot dog hat.
The hot dog hat. Never mind the title. I'll settle for one of those hats and I'll be happy.
It looks like anyone's allowed one of them.
Yeah.
It's weird the way they eat it.
Yeah.
It looks like some kind of magic trick. They like cover the whole thing in their hands and then it just disappears.
You got the wiggle technique. Like, some of them like dunk it in the drink.
There? Yeah.
Yeah, this guy works as a teacher and holds a graduate. Hot dog is a sign there. That's great.
Is that something that they'd like have to put up on the screen just to like, because you know, this guy's not a loser. He's eating this fucking hot dog, but he's not a loser because he's a graduate.
I mean, at least, yeah, here we go.
Oh my
65
God.
pierogies in 8 minutes. Yeah, see?
You stick with your degree, graduate with honors, and you too could one day eat a load of hot dogs.
Yeah. I think it's great. Like, you don't even have to be a competitive eater. You can just enter and just eat a bunch of hot dogs in like 10 minutes.
So what did he get for winning?
That yellow belt.
just that.
15 minutes of fame.
Massive visits to the toilet. Next
I don't know how they were able to stomach all those hot dogs in such a short succession.
Do they?
No, I'm sure. I was just gonna say, I'm sure.
Well, if you can't have a reversal of fortune during the event, otherwise you're disqualified.
Exactly, not during. You can't have a reversal of fortune.
That's what they call it.
So you can't just
Is that what they call it? A reversal of fortune.
That's what they call it. Yeah.
Does the counter tick down?
You can puke in 5.
That was funny, actually.
He's up to 42. Oh no, he's down to 21.
You can find
or if you have a charge accident.
Well, that's okay, surely, because it's still going down that way.
Well, I suppose, yeah.
That'd have to be some fucking effort if it came out of that end straight away.
That quickly, yeah.
I'm trying to find.
Depends how long you do it for.
Find the.
If you're just cramming hot dogs down for hours until it works its way all the way through, you're just like an endless stream.
Maybe the human centipede.
No.
Dog processing plant.
I'm trying to see if they have like the rules here posted, because they actually do call it the reversal of fortune. No, maybe not.
That's good.
I really don't want to see a reversal of fortune.
No, nobody's done it.
If I watch that, I'm fucking gonna puke with them. I'm sorry.
Anyway, this was the one 2 years ago. The one in 2020 was them secluded in a room somewhere, and there was like no crowd. And it was very. Chestnut said it was very awkward.
A hot dog with a mask on.
Yeah, it's
that
like
stat there.
Oh,
this guy ate 20.5 pounds of ramen
in 45 minutes. Yeah, Max Suzuki.
20.5 pounds.
Yeah.
Have you ever watched Man vs. Food, those old ones with that guy whose name I can't remember? He would always top out at about 4 or 5 pounds. That was like his limit. anything. It could be a burrito, a burger, or, whatever it is. He could get to about 5 pounds of mass, and that was it.
Adam
Richmond.
Richmond. Yeah.
Yeah.
I couldn't think of it either. Yeah, he would. Yeah, that guy.
20
Jesus.
pounds of ramen.
Yeah. Some of those stats are crazy from some of these people. Yeah, this was the event from 2019, which is on YouTube.
I think they all need to be arrested for their own health.
Why?
No. This is the American dream right here.
Yeah.
Eat as many dogs as you can in
Yeah.
20 minutes or whatever. It is.
I think we should start using reversal of fortune in common language.
Look, they even have
Maybe
fabric
I'll-
signs. Look at this.
Yeah, that's like
Wow.
with the hand over.
Where's the
With
dogs
the
at?
dogs at.
Nuts for
Nuts
chestnut.
for chestnut. That's
Now, if you're on a night out and like one of your mates goes off to be sick, and you go, "Where's Dave gone?" Oh, we just done a reversal of fortune.
used to be a tactical chunder. Now it's a reversal of fortune.
Oh God, it's awful.
It really is. Like the food all over his face there as well.
Yeah.
I'm getting
Sweat.
flashbacks to Matt Hardy fucking eating pizzas.
Oh God.
So when's this happening?
Tomorrow, noon Eastern. So
What channel is it on?
ESPN.
The sports channel.
Yeah.
Yeah,
It's actually on the ESPN.
Yes.
ABC
Yeah.
4.
ESPN3 will have the women's competition at 11:30 in the morning.
Fucking hellfire.
It almost looked like a reversal of fortune right there.
I need to see if this is on anywhere over here.
I hope you have it over there. That'd be great.
Time's that 11:30? Did you say?
Noon Eastern.
In Eastern. So 5 here.
Yeah. ESPN3 will have the women coverage apparently. I think that 2019 was the one where they edited something to give them like a couple more hot dogs or something like that on the repeat broadcast, from what I recall.
What, they missed out dogs on his count?
Yeah, it was something like that, where they credited him with like a couple more after like reviewing some footage, and then on the replay they had the announcers dub over like, "I think he might actually got the record." Like, wow, they even have a mascot there. See, I don't know. I
don't believe this. It's on BT Sport at 5 o'clock.
Yes.
You are kidding me.
No.
So it says, on July 4th, 2020, Chestnut won his 13th title, eating a record-breaking 75 hot dogs and buns in 10 minutes. The record is still undefeated today.
That's right.
Of course it is. There hasn't been another thing.
I mean, this was the one last year where it was just like them in a room. It's so
Now
weird.
the screen's up.
Yeah. It was just photographers and whatnot.
This is what peak performance looks like. He's eating just the dogs, the buns.
Like double-fisted kangaroo brother
Double-fisted kangaroo.
of hot dogs. Oh man.
Oh, now he's just shoving the buns.
Yeah, you have to do it. You got to do both.
You got to do both. It's a two thing.
That guy.
This guy
always,
looks like he can eat some hot dogs.
he always
I
comes
want
out with.
AJ to commentate on this.
I feel
Oh,
like he's eaten a
no.
hot dog before.
No, that guy always has like a wrap of some sort, and
Which
He's-
one is he?
he's was it Badlands Chugs, I think, right? I believe.
Chucks.
Oh my God.
Chucks. That's a
Eric
great
Booker,
name.
yeah.
Of course, that's his name.
Eric Badlands Booker, yeah. That guy's great. I like him. Yeah, there.
Is
Oh,
he
there he is.
actually
on the
any
screen.
good?
I don't think he's come close to Joey Chestnut, but he usually has like.
No, I mean,
I think he usually has like 30 or 40.
Joey Chestnut it just makes you like everyone else.
Yeah.
Oh, so he's Booker. Okay, so he's way down. Yeah, because the eating contest, it's always the skinny guys that win.
Yeah, because
The guy who looks like he should be able to fit all the hot dogs in there, never that great.
yeah. Well, since this was during COVID, like they couldn't get like Matt Stoney, who was able to beat, I think, Joey Chestnut once, I think.
Yeah.
Is he still alive?
Yeah. He has a YouTube channel as well. He eats all sorts of...
2015, Chestnut was defeated by Stoney.
Yeah.
He ate 60, but Stoney got 62. He was 8 years undefeated until that point.
Yeah. World's hottest gummy bear, massive cotton candy challenge. How many bags of popcorn can he eat? Yeah. 9 million Scoville. Jesus.
How many bags of popcorn? How many bags can he eat? Because popcorn is basically nothing.
Let me pause this. This is just turning into like watching YouTube videos now.
Yeah.
34.
Reaction
45.
videos get a lot of views.
Yeah, that's true.
I love it that someone's clicked on
This
our
guy's
link.
about to professional bullshit.
Oh, no. Oh!
50 bags. Wow.
I love it if someone clicked on this show going, oh, it's a wrestling show, and then see that it's a
Very
Euro
little wrestling.
review show, and now we're talking about fucking a guy chucking up trying to eat hot dogs.
Yeah.
Look at the thumbnail over here.
It's a wrestling show that claims to be a football show. We've actually spent more time on eating. We're now an eating
Yeah.
podcast.
Yeah, we're all over the place. It's fine. Yeah,
His face as he's yamming these hot dogs.
yeah. Once ate 121 Twinkies in 6 minutes. That was a little over third step there.
No.
Oh, God. Chugs, man. Come on.
Get it
How many
together.
Twinkies did you do?
Once ate 4 pounds of corned beef hash in, I guess, 2 hours there.
Oh.
Or 2 minutes.
Oh, was that 2 hours?
Oh. Fucking hell.
How many Twinkies did you do?
What did it say? Like, like over 100.
I
Yeah.
feel like I'd vomit after I'd eat 2 of them. Never mind fucking all
Yeah,
that.
I hate Twinkies. Yeah, here's the dogs per
Oh
minute
no,
count.
I
Yeah.
love a good Twinkie, man.
The Chestnut had almost 11 dog per minute DPM count there. Back in the day. I think that was the one where we might have gotten a record. I don't know.
When does he breathe?
Yeah, this is the one, 2020.
Yeah. I don't know.
I like how it's sponsored by DraftKings, like it's a proper sport.
It's on ESPN.
It's
Big
yeah.
deal.
If it's on
It's
ESPN,
on
you can't
fucking
argue.
BT Sport.
Yeah, you can't argue that it's a sport.
Christ.
The best part is cornholing's after this usually.
Yeah.
Yeah, let's see. Is that like an 8 dog per minute? Crazy they broke the record in front of like a crowd of nobody, just photographers. 1,000th career hot dog. There you go, Chuck's HDB right there. 1,000th.
HDP.
Yeah. You point out.
It's 1,000th career HDP.
Anyway,
That's the milestone. Always struggling there.
I think we're done.
Here's a line. I've just looked up the Nathan's hot dog eating contest wiki, and there is a line that I think Will's going to appreciate because we've mentioned this before. In recent years, a considerable amount of pomp and circumstance have surrounded the days leading up to the event. I know how into pomp you are. I'm
yeah.
you. We do love a bit of pomp. Yeah. It's all about
Don't know if you can hear, but our neighbours are having a domestic outside.
No,
Go on, say shut up.
Wow.
Can you hear what they're saying? I'm always interested in it.
Not properly,
Okay.
no.
Just go with your mind. I'm trying to record a wrestling podcast here.
Hot dogs.
Just get the weird look on the face afterwards, after you've said that.
Oh man.
He's doing a what?
What? With what? Alright, here, we'll get out of here. Yeah, we'll be back next week. I don't know with what, but we should be here, and if not, we'll definitely be here in 2 weeks for Money in the Bank, which is probably going to lead to Drew McIntyre winning and then winning the title from from a cash in on Lashley, if I had to guess.
At this point next week, we'll know if it's coming home or not.
It's coming home. It's coming home. Bless the rains. It's coming home. Anyway, we'll see you next week. Take care. Good night, everybody.